back to my unbuilt tundra base. Now, I'm certain I'll find some big beasties to harvest up here. Yep, there's a polar bear. A few of them, actually. Ah, got that one entirely with my bow. Nice. Those penguins? Yeah, we got penguins. Cute. Didn't expect to see you little dudes in here. Well then, eventually I'm gonna have to catch one, take him back to my place, name him Gunther. Oh, we've got a regular grizzly up here instead of the polar bears. Ha! Oh, great. Not only am I getting swarmed by these assholes, but there's a polar bear chasing me too. Ooh. Barely survived that bullshit. Managed to take out the bear and most of the raiders, though. Seems these ones are living a decently civilized life here. In fact, it seems they're running a mine. They've got proper tracks, a watchtower. It appears they even have a functioning elevator of sorts. Okay, this appears to be an entire dungeon. Okay, these guys are nearly killing me way too easily. And these guys have gotten themselves stuck hovering. Well, my heavy hide farming is definitely going well. I may as well take a dive into this dungeon. Okay, that one died swiftly. These guys really like to keep their territory really dark, don't they? start taking your rails. Because fuck you, that's why. Their infrastructure in here is so fucked that they can't climb their way up to me. More of you dumbass bastards trying to shoot at me when you can't even reach me. Oh, one managed to hit. Where are they at? This shithead. Ah. Wow, all the way down there and you still hit me. Your bow's got some decent reach, but, not enough. Oh shit. Oh shit. I fell way too far there. I gotta find a way to fuck out of here before I die. Okay, I managed to climb most of the way back up to where I was. Ah, shit. And there we go. But that does also mean that I now have an easy way down here. And as stupid as it is, I'm gonna use it. It looks like once again there is no easy way down. The path that I built to get back up was the only one. You dickhead. There. Another pair of archers dead. There you are. Another dickhead archer. Looks like there's some silver down here under the water. Ah, there's another kind of trilobite here, too. That's neat. Oop. Big guy. There. Took them out easy enough. Looks like we got a skeleton archer over here, too. Oh, no, not a skeleton. These guys are so pale that from behind I think they're bones. Love sniping bitches like that.
Miss!
Ah. You're still alive up there? Thought I'd knocked you down to your death. Ah, I love the bows in this game. So good. Oh, shit. Almost slid clean off. And that's a dead end. Okay then. I've fully explored this place. Well, all that's left now then is to surface. Pretty successful dungeon raid. A lot of gold, decent bit of silver. And I managed to find more heavy leather and hide while I was down here too, so... overall, quite the successful dungeon dive. There's a couple of interesting formations on the shore over there. Then there's this thing here. Guess I should check both of those out. Okay, this is a frozen short camp. Interesting design. Kinda like it. They seem to be pretty well fortified here. not far from a big, devastated lands biome. Okay, managed to hop across there. Yeah, they got quite the fortress here. That just goes real deep into the ice. The hell is that? That huge green mass sticking out of the water is worrisome. So it looks like it might be the remains of some giant creature. But if it's that intact, there's also obviously a pretty high chance that there's a living version of that out there somewhere. Oh, fuck. The oceans in this game seriously give me Subnautica vibes. And obviously not in a good way. Hey, if you're this far in the video, maybe consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And if you really want to help me out, consider following the link below to check out my book. I also do commissions, so feel free to contact me for that over any of my socials. Now, I'll let you get back to the video. Ha. Can't reach me, bitch. Get fucked. Okay, looks like I've searched this entire Trork base. There's nothing left here. There's only one living Trork in the entire base. It's like the cold killed off the rest. Oh, shit. Okay, that was a nasty fall. A very stupid death. Well, it's been a bit since I last picked this game up. I got very busy with some other major projects which have already premiered now. You know, particularly the Digimon Analog Adventures Blackout campaign, which is already off to a great start. But now, I have to deal with trying to remember where I left off here. Not the easiest thing to do. Well, smelting all of that should go wonderfully. Especially since I really need to either make more repair kits. Thankfully, I've got a shitload of light leather. And a pretty decent amount of linen scraps. Damn, I got a lot more than I thought when I was down there slaying all of those Vikings. Diving workbench. Let's see. I need seashells. Got one. Need more. Oh, I only picked up one seashell. Well, I guess I've got to go and check out the oceans. Which means it may also be time to... Well, first I'm going to collect all of my eggs. Seems I've got a surplus built up there for all the time I was out exploring. Oh, right, I started putting my eggs in here. There we go. But yeah, looks like, I'm gonna have to go and start exploring Zone 4 shortly. This whole area. Oh, and it also looks like the grass spread was added in the latest updates, so all of the exposed dirt's been covered now, and I don't have a bunch of obnoxious monsters spawning on the surface. That's nice. There we go. Name that portal Eastward to Hell. It's active and ready. Oh, and apparently goblins are still spawning on the surface. Oh, slayed them fast anyway. Full cobalt armor set. I'm doing pretty good. Far less safe to travel at night, but If I travel at night, it also means that by the time I get there, it'll be morning. And I won't have to worry about it so much. So, while I'm traveling, I guess I should try and answer some of the questions that were thrown at me. I was asked what my favorite Ghibli movie is, and genuinely a good question. One that I have some trouble answering, because it really depends on what it is I want out of a film at the time. Again, I always have trouble picking favorites. When it comes to the general aesthetics and style of it, for the pure spectacle, Spirited Away is kind of hard to top. When it comes to great writing and general emotional impact, Princess Mononoke will always be particularly potent. And then when it comes to ones that probably influenced me the most, I would have to say Nausicaa. Yeah, definitely Nausicaa. Then, because of the premiere of my Digimon series, I was asked a series of Digimon-based questions. The first one up would be, what is my favorite Digimon of each type? Being the three major classifications of Data, Vaccine, and Virus. Very tough question there. There's literally countless to work off of for that, and yeah, narrowing that down is tough. But I'm gonna have to say, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Leomon line counts as Vaccine all the way through, and Bancho Leomon is always going to be a major favorite of mine. Then for Data, I'm pretty sure that counts the Harrismon line, which would then, of course, end on Rasenmon. And I do quite like Rasenmon. Absolute badass. And then probably I'd have to say, for Virus, I'd have to say, and it might sound a little basic here, it's kind of a toss-up between the Guilmon and Impmon lines. I've always had a huge soft spot for the both of them, which did of course lead to me being a pretty huge fan of Impmon's newest evolution line, Punkmon. Yeah, just great design and concept overall, absolutely love it. Okay, well, I've gotten to the ocean, and this skeleton is trying to get to me, and they're not going to have much luck. Okay, the ocean at night is fucking terrifying. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I've remotely got enough courage to swim over there at night. My thalassophobia is kicking in hard. This ruined structure provides a nice staircase and aims directly at the side of the cliff there. I suppose I could build a bridge. I was asked what my favorite Pokemon type is. Once again, tough question. I mean, fighting type is obviously a pretty huge favorite of mine if you've paid attention to any of my teams in any of the games I've played. Hockey is always a necessary team member, and fighting types tend to have some of my favorite moves and move sets, so there usually ends up being at least two on my party. But thematically and design-wise, surprisingly enough, steel types tend to grab my attention a little more. And that even came out to, you see, back when I was in college, particularly at Westchester University, there were quite a few friends of mine that were basically pulling together a local league. A full league with gym leaders for every type. And then there would only be 8 that could be active gym leaders at any time, and we would compete for which one of us stayed in it, and others could challenge us to try and break their way in. Sadly, this project didn't really get very far, because a lot of people that were meant to be involved in it graduated out, and we ended up losing the numbers for it. Shame, but it happens. But when I was preparing to be a part of that, this was back during Sun and Moon, as the latest released generation. And I chose Steel. Hockey, of course, was still on the team, because Lucario's half Steel type. But then I also chose an Excadrill as my Z-move user. Pretty sure I had Magnezone on the team. So anyway, yeah, Steel does tend to be a favorite of mine, and I'm always eager to see what kind of new Steel types end up appearing in any new generation, because thematically they can be some of the most interesting. Seeing how they interpret the progress of human technology through Steel type, as well as finding animals that can appropriately wield it without feeling out of place. So they will always particularly stand out to me. For my next question, I was asked something well out of my usual wheelhouse, what my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Character is. I don't know how much of an impression that I was ever a fan of it that I ever gave at any point in my channel, but I used to be quite the big fan. But I fell out before Synchro was introduced, largely because my family has historically been largely broke, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a huge cash sink hobby. It's not something you can get into without having a lot of money, especially nowadays. But I was always quite... Yeah, despite a lot of people calling him the most annoying protagonist, when I was a kid watching the shows, I loved Jaden, and largely because, well, let's be honest, Jaden is incredibly hyperactive, autism-coded, and I saw that as a kid and said, hey, look, that's me. Even down to the point where he, you know, designed a bunch of his own cards and sent them in for a contest, and they ended up becoming real. Something that I always sort of aspired towards, not exactly, but close enough. Because, you know, back when I was 12, I basically made a 200-page PowerPoint of my own idea for a Sonic game and kind of mailed that in. And I couldn't finish building the bridge before daylight, but I did get pretty far. I might finish this later. For now, I want to see if I can manage to brave getting across the water by swimming now that it's daylight. Doesn't look like the sharks like coming this close to the surface. Oh, but one of them is coming generally towards me right now. Okay, I managed to get all the way over here. I already climbed up this side once. So let's do that again. And see what all I can find. Thanks for watching, guys, and please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Envoy of Kairos for many more videos, ranging from gameplay to speed paints, my original Pokemon region, game concepts, and much more. And do try to remember the words of Kairos. Embrace every opportunity to better yourself and the world. You never know when a leap of faith will change your life for the better. See you again soon.